Good afternoon, everyone, or whenever you're watching this. I hope I find you well today. I'm Doodleman149, and today I'll be talking about the finals. Since the beta ended recently, I figured I'd like to put in my 2 cents for how the game could be improved. This video might be a little shorter because I feel like things were fantastic during the beta, but there's always room for improvement, and that's what I'll be discussing today. If there's anything you feel should be improved that I've missed, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I love seeing how others experience the best beta that we've had in a long time. Anywho, enough blabbing, let's get into my analysis. Before we start, I just want to say a few things. One, I know this was a beta, so some of these improvements will be almost a given. However, I'll still be listing all the improvements I'd like to see, even if I think it's obvious. Also, I play on Xbox, so if there are any PC-specific improvements that need making, I will not be touching on those as I wouldn't know about them anyway. Now then. The first thing I'd like to see improved is the number of maps. The beta portion that I played had only 3 maps. Now, while I recognize whenever I was playing on the same map, the maps themselves are dynamic enough and the battles take place everywhere that it gets hard to get bored of these maps. However, more maps is never a bad thing. One critique I do have is that the one quick cash out box on one map is on a moving elevator. This position is simply too easy to secure and there is no way to move the cash box like there is in most other areas. Move that to somewhere else in that office building and it won't be such a pain. Moving on to abilities, there are a few abilities that need tweaking, but one of them that is absolutely needed is the cloaking ability for the light class. The ability itself is not the problem, it's the method of activation that's problematic. All other abilities, to the best of my knowledge aside from the goo gun and the healing beam, have a cooldown when used for the first time. The cloaking ability can be turned on and off at will regardless of the charge amount. Considering the effect lasts for 12 seconds, that's plenty of times you can switch it on and off as needed. The easiest fix to this would be to make it like the rest of the abilities. You activate it, and then when the cloak is broken, you wait a set amount of time for it to fully recharge. As it sits right now, paired with a knife or sawed-off shotty, this ability is a bit too much. In a game where the TTK is much higher, making these one-shot weapons that much easier to use removes the risk-reward type of their weapon style. Looking at the weapons now, there isn't too much I'd personally change about the weapons. Melee weapons have a pretty crazy damage range, so that could certainly be tweaked given how strong they are, but my main weapon problem is the Heavy's grenade launcher. It may have more ammo than the medium class's grenade launcher, but it's less effective strictly because of its lack of impact detonation. There's been instances where I'm able to push a Heavy who has this launcher and the grenades just bounce away from me since they won't detonate on impact. While making them impact grenades might be a bit overkill, something should still be done about this launcher to make it a viable option. You know, now that I think of it, thanks to my buddy, I also think the fire and gas weapons are a bit too much. They suffer from the usual problem of not knowing what is friendly and what isn't, but given this game's game show theme, they could definitely go with color-coded gas and fire to let you know. Regardless of that, fire should be able to be put out quicker if you stop moving and crouch since there isn't a prone option in the finals. The final area that would need improvement prior to launch is an increase in game modes. I do enjoy the game show theme of the game and how both Quick Cash and Bank It are focused on money-based objectives, but I'd still like to see some variation on the modes. A King of the Hill style mode with perhaps occupying various banks across the map could work out. Capture the Flag could be interesting with a small multiple teams, and despite how some may view it, I think Squad Deathmatch could work really well given the small team size and the fact there's already multiple teams. Embark would need to be very careful though, as too many game modes could segment the player base too much, but at the same time, we need more than just Quick Cash and Bank It to keep the game occupied for a long time. So with that, I thank you all for your time. I really, truly appreciate it. I've enjoyed the beta for the finals, and if you think this sounds interesting after this video, then I recommend you give it a try as soon as it releases since it'll be free to play. My main areas that I thought needed improvement were just more maps, more modes, some weapon adjustments, and a nerf to the cloaking ability. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe for more of it. Also, YouTube added this new thing called the like button. Feel free to click that and let me know what it does. I hope you're all having a great day, and I hope this video was at least entertaining. Until next time, I've been Doodleman149, and I will see you later.